let's look into the size of this upside opportunity that you mentioned. There's some people that are concerned that the upside in commodities has already played out, but I want to show this chart, which hopefully will be appearing on everyone's screen now. It's the Goldman Sachs Commodity Index divided by the S&P 500. In other words, when the chart is high, you have the commodities that are very expensive and financial assets represented by the S&P 500 stock market index are very cheap, and vice versa. And right now, we're in a situation where commodities are extremely undervalued relative to the stock market, at least the US stock market. And that suggests that the size of this opportunity is very large. But I think that doesn't really capture what's going on in commodity markets, because there's a lot of chaos right now where individual commodities are booming and busting left, right, and center. I mentioned coffee at the beginning, iron ore, copper, uranium, and we'll get into some of these commodities. Why are so many booming and busting at various different times over the last few months?
Well, I think the bottom line is people need them. If you're developing your house, you need lumber, you need copper, probably, depending on what pipes you're using, and there's a lot of costs associated with them as well. If you've got builders working on your house and you need copper piping, you need it like today. You can't just say, "I'm going to wait for the price to come down in a few months' time." And I think because of that, you end up with these rather extreme prices where people are paying, quite a lot more than market, because they really need it. It's the same with house builders. With lumber prices, if you're building a house, you need the wood today. There's no point sort of waiting for 6 months until the price hopefully comes down. And so I think there's a real demand supply dynamic that's playing out at the moment. And we go into shipping in a minute, but I mean, there's so many kind of aspects and ingredients to the commodity market. I mean, because commodities are genuinely needed. If you need them today, you've got to have them today, and you're prepared to pay pretty much whatever price to get them.